There are serial killers everyone knows. Jack the Ripper, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer. But what's far more unsettling are the ones most people have never even heard of. Some were nurses, some were healers, some were believed to be witches, and some are still barely understood today. These are 5 of the most obscure serial killers in history. We start in Austin, Texas, long before modern forensics existed. Between 1884 and 1885, a string of brutal murders shocked the city. Servant women were being attacked in their homes while they slept. Some were dragged outside. Others were killed in bed. In total, at least 8 women were murdered in a very short span of time. What makes this case chilling is that it happened before Jack the Ripper's crimes in London. And just like him, the killer was never identified. To this day, it remains one of America's oldest unsolved serial murder cases. Now fast forward to modern hospitals in Germany. Niels Hogel was a nurse, trusted, respected, and constantly near patients in critical condition. But behind that trust, something disturbing was happening. He began injecting patients with heart-stopping drugs. Then, moments later, he would try to revive them. Why? Investigators believe it was for the thrill of playing hero after causing the emergency. By the time he was caught, he was linked to at least 80 deaths, possibly more. It became one of the worst-known cases of medical serial killing in history. In Texas during the 1980s, another nurse came under suspicion. Janine Jones worked in pediatric care, babies and young children. But doctors began noticing something strange. Healthy infants were suddenly going into unexplained medical emergencies, often on her shifts. Eventually, evidence pointed toward medication overdoses. She was suspected of multiple infant deaths, though the exact number remains unclear. Hospitals became so concerned that policies were changed to limit unsupervised access for nurses. Now this one sounds like folklore, but it's real. Baba Anuchka, known as the Witch of Vladimirovac, lived in Serbia in the late 1800s and early 1900s. She sold what she called love potions and herbal cures. But those mixtures were often toxic. Wealthy clients would come to her, not for healing, but to quietly eliminate enemies, rivals, or even spouses. Her poisons were subtle, slow, and difficult to trace at the time. She was eventually arrested in her 90s, linked to multiple deaths spanning decades. In Brazil, one of the most unusual cases in serial killing history emerged. Pedro Rodrigues Filho, often called Killer Petey, claimed he targeted criminals. He committed murders both inside and outside prison. In interviews, he admitted to killing over 70 people, though some believe the real number could be higher. Unlike many killers, he became something of a dark legend in Brazil, blurring the line between vigilante and murderer. What's unsettling about all of these cases isn't just what they did. It's how many of them were able to operate for so long without the world noticing. Some were hidden in hospitals, some disguised as healers, and some were never caught at all. Which one of these surprised you the most?